leaving us today. Staying right there. Oh, hold on to it. Tell me the speed, baby. We've been told of other yachties, whatever the prediction is, expect double. It's quite scary.
Put some WD-40 there.
Whereabouts?
Somewhere.
Put some WD-40 somewhere. That'll make the sail easy to pull out. Isabelle. Unfortunately, her seasickness is still evident. Baby. Okay, so we're just leaving Curacao Marine, and I've actually noticed another YouTuber in the bay. Their sailing channel is named Sailing Zingaro, and the guy is named James. I just had a look and I had a chat to him. He seems like an awesome bloke. You'll find a link in their channel just here. You home, James? Give us a wave!
Have fun, guys!
Catch you, mate! Have a good one!
Okay, an hour later we're off.
Now?
No?
Yeah.
2?
2.
Alright, well the check-in process took 30 minutes I think. We're digging it across to the other side. First customs and then immigration. And yeah, it was fairly easy. Wasn't it?
Yeah, checking out.
Yeah.
Oh, simple as. Checking in, we had to walk from one side of the town to the other.
Yeah.
There was a mission.
It took almost the entire day.
Oh, it's crazy. So what's our plan now is?
We're going to have a cruisy sail to Santa Cruz. Put down a hook, get some internet, do some research, and then Colombia.
How nice is this town just to motor past?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The colours on these buildings, just experience it, just gliding past on your boat. It's crazy.
Leaving Punta by Merewether felt very fitting after loving the Dutch Caribbean town so much while visiting Curacao.
Leaving us today. Staying right there.
While I've got you here, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the little bell to keep up with everything we're doing. Heading to Santa Cruz for the second time felt a lot more upbeat, having Ralph our tender still with us this time.
Saw that one coming. Oh, hold on to it. Tell me the speed, baby.
8.2. 9.
Today we are at a little anchorage called
Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz. It's one of the only anchorages on Curacao itself. Most of the other anchorages are in waterways and in protected bays. So we've just come to the very north side of Curacao to put an anchor down here for the night before we take off this afternoon to Colombia.
Yes.
We're just going to take a tender around to the little town, try and get some internet. We're going to go check the weather and make sure we're safe and it's not too strong going around the north side of Venezuela.
Look at this rainbow.
Okay, you can show them.
You see that? Let's go, cowboy.
Needing to do research for the sail, we went out looking for an internet, and we hit the absolute jackpot. Our office for the day had the most beautiful views we've had in a long time.
Oh, it's time! The moment I've been waiting for a long time now. We are finally setting sail and heading to Santa Marta and Colombia. I'm so stoked. I've been looking forward to going to Colombia a while now. It's 311 miles. We're looking to be there in 2 to 3 days, and it's gonna blow quite a bit and the waves are gonna be, well, it can be quite hectic, but we are in good spirit and it's going to be awesome.
Hey, hey!
Are you excited?
I'm extremely excited.
You're putting up the preventer.
I am putting up the preventer now.
Hey, good boy.
Drop it in. This sail is going to be very interesting. I've heard of a lot of other yachties that heading around the north of Venezuela, it's kind of like a turn. So we will head north to start with, we'll head northwest, and then we'll head southwest. And so we'll be turning around the top of Venezuela. The trade winds over the Caribbean Sea wrap around there very, very fast. So we've been told of other yachties that it's going to be, whatever the prediction is on the internet, expect double. We are going to be very cautious for this sail, aren't we?
Yeah, take our time.
We're going to take our time. We're going to be staying around, so there's a depth mark around the landmass of South America, and we're going to stay around the 1,000 meter depth mark and outwards to minimize the amount of waves and the sea state that the wind will have the effect on the water. So that's just what we've heard of other yachties. We've got 3 other sailing vessels that have already done the trip in the last 2 weeks, and they've arrived, and they said it was no problem. But we're leaving at a different time with a much stronger wind. We have predictions of 20 knots, and I mean, if you double that, if you take into account the double effect, that's 40 knots. So it's quite scary.
The thing is, it doesn't get any better. It's 20 knots for the next week or so that we've seen, and we want to get to Colombia, and we know it's not the best time maybe, but we're gonna take our time and cruise over there.
We don't really have a choice. The trade winds have kicked back in. We are now in December, and they are going to stay consistent. So we're just gotta deal with what we've got and move forward. So that's where we're at. Come along, guys. I hope you enjoy it. We have prepared everything. It's now about 3 in the afternoon. We love leaving in the afternoon now, don't we?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's like we have a cruisy day on the internet.
Yeah.
Wake up,
and right at 3 p.m. or in the afternoon, we're just like, okay, now we can set off.
Yeah.
That's great.
See the sunset at the ocean and then do the night shifts.
Yeah. All right.
That when you take out the mainsail, it doesn't look hard, but when I do it, it's just struggling.
Are you going in the slow direction? Go in the slow direction.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I do that. Making too
It
much.
all makes sense.
Making too much work for yourself.
Put some WD-40 there.
Whereabouts?
Somewhere.
Put some WD-40 somewhere. That'll make the sail easy to pull out. Just WD-40, baby. That's it. Oh, look at that beautiful sail.
Having a beautiful 17 to 20 knots from behind us, we started to make our way around Aruba at excellent pace.
Okay, so we're just a couple hours in to our sail now. It is 5:30 and we started sailing at about 3:30. Isabelle, unfortunately, her seasickness is still evident. We're trying everything. We're trying pills, we're trying ginger, we're trying all these different types of things. So we'll go talk to her now. Baby, you okay?
I got very seasick very quickly. I don't know, sitting close to the water really helps because it feels like I'm with the water, like going along with it. We're also getting the waves from the side, which is the boat's going like this. It's not ideal. I'm feeling a lot better now, so
Fingers crossed you feel better in the future.
yes.
There is some reward to your seasickness. We are absolutely flying. We are doing, probably holding it around 7 knots, scooping up to about 8.3 at times.
That's unheard of for us.
For us, that's 8 knots is just foreign. 8 knots boat speed is completely foreign to us. So we are so happy with the new anti-foul. We're happy with the wind and the sails and everything, aren't we? Just the motion sickness is, yeah, we'll get there. Have a look at this. .5, 8.3, 8.2.